So what I've noticed is this, like, if your girl makes more than you, it's just a matter of time. Relationship's gonna end. It's not gonna work because that puts her in an authority position. She can dictate shit.
Yep.
Relationship's gonna be over at some point.
No respect.
If both of you make the same amount, if you guys are making like $200-300K each, that's a little bit better. But if she gets promoted or makes more money, then that could potentially end the relationship too. What I've noticed, what typically works is the man is in the breadwinner position and the woman maybe has a little side job or she makes significantly less than her guy. That's where it tends to work out the most.
Yeah.
Because, again, we sound fucked up. Women are terrible people when they have leverage. They really are. So it's got to be the guy that has the leverage every single time. And I don't want to sound like an asshole, but
I agree 100% on
your
that.
marriage probably won't last, statistically speaking, your relationship. Because when women are making both the same amount of money and it's not like significant amount, it doesn't work, man. It just doesn't work. Most women are not okay with 50-50 relationships, and what I've noticed is the older they get, the less they're okay with that shit. So we'll see what happens. But I mean, I wish you the best with it, but just statistically speaking, they don't last.
This situation is temporary until we go to the place we want to go, financially. Then of course he will take over, which I hope it's gonna happen soon.
Yeah, but
you're hoping.
That's my point.
But you're
that's
hoping,
my
though.
point. So
But
literally,
I am there to support my man in difficult situations.
You're with him.
I'm not leaving him because he's having financial troubles. I am there to help. We have our budget together.
Being in
but
Miami,
this is not forever.
Yeah, here's the thing. Your relationship's longevity is 100% contingent upon his ability to produce.
Yeah.
So you're gonna deal with this for a period of time, but if he doesn't step up and become the breadwinner, you're more than likely gonna leave.
And also,
that's literally what I just said.
Being in Miami, being in this industry is not easy at all.
Bro, here's the thing too. Like, you Eastern European women, don't fool me, bro. Like, you guys sit there and say you guys want equality and shit. No. Man, y'all are the biggest, like, gold diggers of them all. You guys are Colombians. Yeah, like, bro. And there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. Here's the thing. Controversial take. I think all women are. Some of you guys just better hiding the shovel. Because every single girl cares about her man's ability to earn.
Yes.
So you might not say, oh, I don't care about money, but then you'll say dumb shit like, I want ambition. Oh, I want him to be driven. I want him to be a hard worker. What does that always boil down to?
Making more money.
The ability to earn more resources and income. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I'll tell y'all, I don't give a fuck about a woman's ambition. Like, some guys might say that shit, but the reality is like, I don't care. Because you want to know what ambitious women sound like? Her. No offense. Like her.
Yeah.
When it's argue, act like a dude, not agreeable, whatever. That's cool and all. But like, I don't want that with my girl, and most men don't.
That's why I'm not your girl, babe.
And it's her money too.
I'm going to be very candid with you.
Go ahead.
Any guy that actually sits there and tolerates this behavior more than likely is probably going to be either A, extremely feminine and okay with you bossing them around, or B, is going to tolerate you to a certain level and then get rid of you at some point. This masculine behavior is not attractive to 99% of men. And on top of that, the guys that actually have the ability and the resources, right, that you probably want, by the way, they're going to go for a more feminine, docile woman that isn't going to question them on everything. They're just not. Like, that's just how it goes. Like, the more money and status a guy has, the less we want to argue with women like you. We just don't want to do it.
I don't want to be with a man for his money and status. Thank God I want to be with him for how he treats me.
Well, your man's not in Miami right now.
You're a musician, right?
Yes.
So, you're saying that you don't want to be with a man that has status?
No, I want status. I'm not worried about
How are you going to acquire status?
By working really hard and putting my name out there and pushing my brand. And getting in the paint.
Hard in the paint.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Look, the reality is that most women acquire status through their man. There's a reason why you take his last name and not the other way around.
Or you can suck dick.
I'm going to say something, and I already know that this is going to get pushed back.
Sure, go ahead.
Right? I mean, you said that earlier.
Go ahead. What do you want to say?
No, I'm just going to say I'm not going to say what I was originally going to say because I don't think that was true. So I'm not going to say that. But not every woman takes her man's name. Some women are okay with keeping their last name, and her man encourages her to do that too.
Yeah, well,
and
that's
in some cultures, actually, Dominicans have both. So
that's actually one of the biggest signs that she don't fuck with you like that.
Nah,
she doesn't want to take your last name.
If the kids can have the last name, but maybe she wants to keep her individuality.
But why?
Because maybe that's means something important to her.
Exactly. If you don't trust your man to take his last name, then it
has nothing to do with trust. It has to do with what I want and what I
trust
need
and respect.
to feel good about myself.
Exactly. So you're self-centered, which is the problem.
Not self-centered. I just have self-respect as well as respect for my man.
I don't know if you've noticed, you're extremely narcissistic and solipsistic.
100%.
Which are inherently female traits, which is fine. But like, you have it on another level. It's crazy.
Are you a
100%.
psychologist or a psychiatrist? Do you have a degree in either of those fields?
Oh, so I have to be a mathematician to report 1 plus 1 is 2?
You're gonna say,
once again?
Yeah, you're going to say a degree doesn't qualify you, but have you studied my life to this point?
But by me, because here's the thing. Narcissists have a very difficult time being empathetic. You have...
I'm extremely empathetic.
No,
to my community. I work hard in nonprofit organizations. I've been a part of a girls mentoring program.
Okay, do you know the difference between sympathetic and empathetic?
You don't have to have just sympathy to contribute to your community and give back to a community. You don't have to just have sympathy. You can have empathy as well, especially if you've gone through similar scenarios as those that you're providing a service to.
Yeah, okay. You might have empathy for some people. What I'm trying to say, though, is that you have an inability to put yourself in other people's shoes that don't have a shared experience. You've displayed this throughout the entire show. Like,
you do too, then, if that's the case.
Because I have to understand women to be able to come to these conclusions. I understand you better than you understand yourself. I'm telling you.
No.
Facts.
You have an inability to have empathy, because if it doesn't, I've given you a lot of scenarios that you might not necessarily be aware of because you're not a man. And I give you these scenarios and you're like, well, that doesn't apply to me because I'm XYZ. And I'm like, wow, okay. But I can easily put myself in a woman's shoes, because as a man, for me to be attractive to a woman, I need to be able to do that. Men have to have this skill set to be attractive. Women don't. That's my point.
Just because you know how to take a woman out on a date doesn't mean you understand a woman. How many dates have women gone on with men? They're like, I'll never be with that man again, because just because he took me on a date, that doesn't mean anything. Like, it's about who he is as a person and like how he's treating you while you're on that date. You could tell fake and phony on a date. What?
I'm saying, like, if a guy's able to close on a date and have sex with a girl or build a relationship off that, to some significant level, he has an understanding of female nature and is empathetic to the female experience because he was able to attract her.
But that doesn't mean he understands the entirety of what it is to be a woman, nor does he respect it, nor does he acknowledge it.
I said on some level.
No, not entirely.
Oh, you see, y'all are going back and forth. Y'all should be lawyers for real, because y'all good at this.
No, we actually listen well, you don't.
No, I'm listening, but y'all are not completing the sentence.
Level.
You're listening to respond.
Yeah, you're listening to respond.
We can move on, though.
So guys, quick word from our sponsor real fast. You know we don't mess around when it comes to leveling up, and that goes for your coffee too. If you're still drinking that sugary shit, you're already started your morning off wrong. 1775 Coffee's protein creamer is what real men use to start their day. 10 grams of whey protein per serving, designed to build muscle and boost metabolism. Most people are tossing whey protein into their coffee, but we took it a step further and made a creamer with whey protein already built in, no added sugar, just protein. They just dropped this protein creamer along with a whole new lineup. In addition to the classic dark and medium roast, you'll find new coffee pods and a brain-boosting mushroom blend that'll have you focused like a sniper locked in on CNN. Don't start your morning funding the woke mob and dumping garbage into your body. Do it right with 1775 Coffee. Use code FRESH to get 15% off. Guys, I'm drinking 1775 Coffee right now, man. As we walk it like we talk it over here, guys. And they got one that has a protein blend, man. So definitely go show them support. Shout out to 1775 Coffee.